randomly hit buttons and see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. Nothing ever bad happens from randomly hitting buttons. Doom Guy has killed everyone again. It's your job as a sanitation kleptomaniac to clean up this mess on time for enemies to respawn tomorrow. Try not to burn yourself. So, this level and I have had a bit of a fight. It's not 100% map makers. Some of it is just how it's set up. But the first time through, I got myself trapped between two platforms, and I'll show you those platforms. The second time I played, I saved and I reloaded the game after I got trapped between the platforms, where I just got smushed and I couldn't move. So I saved the game and I backed out. Well, it turns out that you can't save and come back. You have to finish this all at once because the keys don't work that you need to unlock the doors. You just can't interact with them. Spoiler, I already know that these are stored over there that I can't get to yet until I get to them. So that was my second time. My third time through, which luckily I didn't get too far in, I trapped myself in a room because I didn't realize it was only one-way entrance, no exit, until you hit a button, but the button was located outside the room. So I'm going to go through and unlock the things quickly and focus on cleaning. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. Oops. Die. Here. That one. Never you mind the footprints. I will live with them. Hopefully I didn't hit that wall. Felt a little bad. For a second, why was I determined to go this way? Because I want that. Open. Being a bit more messy this time because I will admit, a little tired of doing this level. I just want to finish it. It's an easy one. It's really not a hard map. I just kept doing it the worst way possible. Oh, shoot. Really need to stop hitting the wall. It's being too aggressive. And yes, if you fall down there, it is an instant death. If you fall down the center here, you can rescue yourself. I fell for a trick here. First time. I will include it. I walked on there, I was like, oh good, that button makes that stay up all the time. So I walked across and then it lowered me into it. I was like, oh. Ah! Oh. It was an easy fix. Evil. I hope everyone's doing well. For me, it is a Sunday after Thanksgiving. Still kind of recovering from eating too much. No regrets. Before I forget, I do have a Twitter and a TikTok, both under the same name as my YouTube. And on Twitter, I do keep kind of a bit of a schedule, so you know what projects I'm working on, because I do play multiple games roughly at the same time. If you want to know what maps I plan on doing next, I tend to stick to that pretty well. And TikTok, I actually had primarily made TikTok first, before I made the YouTube or anything like that, for Minecraft map art. One of my favorite things. That is where the storage is. Anyway, so yeah, I had originally made that for Minecraft map art. But TikTok was starting to make it difficult to upload those videos by giving me music issues. So I really do need to get back into it. But I started to enjoy the direction of where my YouTube was going as well. The problem with Minecraft map art is that it takes me anywhere from 4 to... I think my longest was 120 hours to make map art, and I shrink it down to 1 to 3 minute videos. So, part of me is like, ugh. But I like it, so I will probably get back into it. Especially with all the new shows that are coming out. We got Witcher Season 2, Lost in Space Season 3, and all of these other ones that are coming out. I will be watching a lot of TV, and Minecraft map art is one thing that I enjoy playing because I can do and watch TV. That's extremely nice for me. bullet. Go away, meat chunk. I think the idea behind these pools is that they're acid, pools of acid, which is kind of cool. So fun story, through that door I already know is the exit. I found that. I was actually, my first playthrough, I actually was almost done. Like all I was doing was healing the bullet holes. And I got trapped between two platforms. And I'll show you what those platforms are when I get to them. That sorta sucked. I will hold it to his butt. To whatever it is you're doing. Favor? If you're looking for another person who also plays really good playthroughs of maps, player-made maps as well, is Lee Souse. You can find him, and I'll make sure to link to his YouTube as well. He has no idea who I am, but I actually watch a lot of his videos. I find his voice is quite soothing. And he taught me a lot of few tricks about Viscera that actually playing in groups I know never taught me. I don't know if it's because they assumed I already knew or what, but yeah, anyway, I recommend his. He does shorter versions, like I think 15 or 20-minute videos versus my full-length ones. Great if you're looking for a bite-sized view. Oops. So messy. Look at the skulls following us. That's pretty cool. Tea, it's so good. I've been really stuck on this Yorkshire biscuit tea. It's so good. Probably drink 10 cups a day. I had to make this so dang messy, didn't he? I also find it funny that these makes an effective mop head cleaner as well. Like, what is our mops made of that I can withstand the bath? I'm so afraid I might step off of this. That's like absolutely something I would do. Did you guys do anything for Black Friday, or did you Black Friday not a thing for you? I worked retail for a good quite a few years, so Black Friday is a evil thing to me. I can't stand it. I used to work for a big box company that helps at all. You wear, during my time, it was blue vests. I do believe now that they're yellow vests. Even though there was a period of time it wasn't vests at all. It was actually just blue colored shirts with khaki pants. And they provided you a fund for the blue shirts, but you had to buy your own khaki pants. Stupidest thing. And then they got sued and they changed that policy real quick. The company provided vests. Anyway. So where was I going? Sorry, promptly forgot. So I worked for that company for quite some time. I actually was one of the youngest department managers at the time to become a department manager, because I was pretty darn young and wasn't with the company for too terribly long after I got the position. So kind of a funny thing was, I haven't ever done a Black Friday before that. They were known for the company to kind of kick off Black Friday, like it was always, they always were extravagant about it. We're gonna sit down and have like a weird back to it. Anyway, so Walmart, that was kind of what it was really known for, was these over-the-top, get everybody excited for Black Friday. My first year with the company, I worked back in the electronics area, and my first year, not to date myself, but it was during, they were having Xbox games just dirt cheap. Like, I can't remember the exact price, but it was like, buy so many games, like, buy 5 games for the, or 6 games for the price of one type of thing, like advertisement that they did. And so people were going crazy. Well, for whatever reason, our particular store manager thought it'd be a good idea to leave them in glass cases. And if you're familiar with the glass cases, it has that flimsy little lock and 2 sliding glass panels on it. So anyway, I had my hand braced against one of the sliding glass doors and the other one with the key, and I didn't have the key in the lock yet. I actually hadn't worked with that particular case, so I hadn't known at the time that that case had a finicky lock. the lock liked to get stuck. No one told me. So anyway, the manager's doing the countdown, because it was a 24/7 Walmart, but they didn't start Black Friday until about 5 o'clock in the morning. So people were allowed to line up. So all these people were lined up, and there was a woman in the front of the line right in front of me. And she actually probably didn't realize, she probably didn't even look at my face. I actually knew her, because I live in a big town with a pretty good sized population. But at the same time, it's still small enough that you still could see people that you know. And she actually had gone to my parents' church. So she knew me, or if she had taken the time to look at my face, she probably would have known me, but I'm gonna guess from the way she was acting, she had no clue who I was. But, when it got down to the 3 seconds, I put the key in the lock, and it wasn't locking, or it wasn't turning. And she was getting irate, and she's like, "Open the damn lock, I got places to be." And I'm trying to open it, and with the hand that was pressed against the wall, I put more weight down, hoping that my weight and my force of opening the lock would cause it to open. Well, her answer to it all was she grabbed the glass door, and with my hand still neither hand has moved. She pushes it open. Well, she pushes it open so hard that the lock still is engaged, but all she did was she knocked it off the track, with my hand still there. Well, as the force of her pushing it off the tracks and my weight combined, I managed to get the lock to turn. So now there's nothing preventing the two glass doors from sliding together, and it slides and pinches my hand in between the two glass doors. And if you're familiar with those glass doors, you know that there's not much space. And how did my hand fit in between the two to get squished? Well, I have a small hand. But just because of my positioning, the lock mechanism, when it opened with such force, also caused the lock mechanism, the metal piece that, the L-shaped metal piece, actually caught my hand along my pinky side and cut it open pretty badly. But now I have this heavy glass door that's off the tracks. People who are demanding games. All the other employees are struggling to get somewhere. To, you know, get people the games that they so desperately want, or the merchandise that they so desperately want. Because it is electronics. It is why people come to Walmart, is for the best electronics deal. And that year, for like what I said, like for whatever reason, the store manager decided to keep everything in locked cases, or in some way have it locked. If I faintly recall right, I think he did this because he was hoping that we would have a conversation with the customers. But yeah, that wasn't happening. It wasn't. We just didn't have time. We couldn't have this conversation. And he ended up paying, the store manager ended up paying the price because he did have to take a couple of us to the ER because people were just that much assholes about the whole thing. And so anyway, a coworker finally did manage to come by when he realized my dilemma and push the gate open. But what they ended up having to do is, we have the store at the time had two gentlemen that were kind of a type of maintenance crew. Where my ball of meat go? Here. Two maintenance type of guys who put together bikes and furnitures and things that were on display, or else you could even pay the store to put together a bike that you were buying, or whatever. That was their job. Anyway, they came out with some tools and had to get the glass off my hand, and we pretty much just put a bandage on it. And the manager at the time, what would have been my assistant manager, was like, "Well, can you hold out until after the Black Friday calms down to run to the hospital?" I'm like, "Well, I don't have any choice in the matter." And I did. We just kept reapplying new bandages to it as I bled through it. And I got a little lightheaded, but whatever. But that woman, the one who so desperately needed her games, I hope her kid was happy with it. But she also didn't realize, probably I wasn't even a blip on her radar. She actually came into the company that I do graphic design for, looking for some work done for her job. And I was as polite and kind as I could be, and I didn't say anything to her about the incident. I figured I would let karma do its thing. But the funny story was, through no fault of our own, so whenever we design something for someone, we always send them multiple versions to proofread it, and then we have them sign off on it. That says that, you know, they agree with the version that they're given and that all looks well. Well, she had signed the agreement and agreed with it, and it turns out we got it all printed. It was a bunch of flyers and stuff, and it wasn't cheap. It was a couple of $1,000 project. We got it all done. Turns out she comes back a couple days later trying to say that it was our fault. Not just me, because I wasn't the only person doing her project. I was the one that designed or implemented her logo that she needed. I did the setup work, but I didn't do the printing. But she came back in and was trying to say that we printed it incorrectly. It turned out that she gave us the company's old logo and not the company's new logo. And her boss made her out of her own pocket pay for everything, because it was her signature on the final paperwork. So I guess that was my karma, the karma that paid back for my hand. Anyway, another year, I think it might have been the following year, a woman had ran me so hard with her cart at the beginning of the Black Friday, because again, they did the countdown, the 10-second countdown or minute countdown, I can't remember what it was, to the Black Friday starting. They did the countdown to when people can buy stuff, and I guess I was in her way. I wasn't moving fast enough for her wants, and she ran me with the shopping cart so hard that I actually had a bruise in the perfect shape of the whatever the shapes of the carts were. You could easily see the marks on my hip. And I was very sore. They actually did have me go to the hospital. I actually, stupidly and naively enough, was like, well, I don't want to cause any more problems. And I actually turned them down originally to go to the ER, but luckily enough, I had a manager, a co-manager that was kind and smart enough to actually demand that they take me, because I was just heavily bruised or badly bruised, and I was fine. I came out of it okay, but that woman too, she was a common shopper at the company, and I've seen her before, and she saw me after that too. And the thing is, you know, like when people do stuff like that, they don't even say sorry. Like there's not even like, oh, I didn't see you there or anything. It was absolutely, why are you standing there in my way? Like that's what you get. And another, I guess, I think it was a couple years after those, the company decided to wrap things in black shrink wrap and number them. And so only the managers who had the spreadsheet with the numbers would know what was the product inside the plastic wrap. And they moved the pellets out, and it was a really thick plastic wrap. Like, almost like the material that people put down to prevent weeds in their yard. This is a pretty solid thing. And so the manager again did the countdown, and one of my co-workers, who I really like, and we're actually still friends even now, he did the countdown, and you're supposed to, at the end of when you got to the 3 seconds, you were supposed to start to rip open the black plastic wrap to get ready to hand people the stuff. Well, he was getting ready, and he took out a knife to do it. Well, the customer, a male customer next to him, was so impatient that he actually kind of like shoved his shoulder to get him to cut faster. But instead, he lost his balance, and he actually kind of stabbed himself pretty badly in the cheek. with the knife. And the worst part of the story is kind of the same thing with me the first time. They were kind of hoping that he would wait to go to the ER until after the Black Friday. But the other thing was, after it was said and done, and he did get to the ER, Workman's Comp actually hesitated to pay for it because he was using an illegal box cutter. He was using a pocket knife, like one of those like Swiss pocket knives. And the company had really strong rules about using their safety box cutters. And even though we all said the safety box cutters wasn't going to cut through those plastic wraps, but he made the mistake of admitting that he used his army knife to open boxes at all times. That he actually has never once in his time with the company used their safety box cutters. So he almost had to pay for the his medical thing out of his own pocket. The only thing that why Workman's Comp agreed to it was when they looked at the film, you can see that he was being safe with the knife and cutting away from him, but it was the customer who pushed him that caused him to trip and cut his cheek, and that's how they agreed to pay for it. And I also don't think they wanted the publicity. And then a sister store in the same city, but or the same state as me, but that said, also happened in other states in the same year. A lot of managers were killed. Wait for that blows up. A lot of managers were killed because they weren't 24/7 stores. They would lock their doors, and then they were doing a countdown and getting the crowd so riled up that they would, in a herd, or would push forward the front door in like a stampede motion, and it would collapse on the manager who's trying to unlock the door and crush him. That happened in more than one store in the same year. And I think it took 2 more years after that, and people dying the same kind of horrific death, for them to finally be like, okay, let's stop doing the countdowns and that kind of thing. Like, I don't know, this company definitely had no value. Oh, was I not? For sakes. Very confused by this door. Is it the music jingle that opens it? And I have a limited time to get around the corner? I thought I was the last time because of that door. Run back. Causes that to open. Is it you? Are you the one that's doing it? Anyway, yeah, so I'm never very fond of Black Fridays. I also feel like the pandemic has completely changed how people feel about it. There's less interest, and plus people are broke and don't want to spend that much money. Oh, I don't know what causes that door to open sometimes and not all the time. By the way, this map is made by a janitor. It's a continuation of his other Doom map that he released at the beginning of the month. Another good one with a clever mechanism. But yeah, I did, what made me think of it was I did read an article just before I started playing here, where they were talking about how Black Fridays were clearly not as popular as they once were, even though most people were buying online weeks ahead of time. I think is the way to do it. Like week-long Cyber Mondays instead of one-day Black Fridays. Which I hope means for those in retail that more and more stores will take it upon themselves to just close on Thursday. Be nice to people for flip's sakes and let them enjoy time with their family, or even if they're not doing time with their family, just let them enjoy the holiday. As American people, we take so much pride in it, yet we don't let people actually enjoy it. Get off my soap opera box. What's that? So far I haven't lost a barrel. Curse myself. The last time I played, the last 3 times, well, the one doesn't count because I actually left quite early in the game once I got myself stuck in the walls, but 2 times that I played, I actually blew up the barrel as an accident. It was an accident. Look at this beautiful wall. Beautiful wall. And it lowers. And this was the door that I got myself pinched on because it has this weird mechanic that, like, you have to approach it before it goes down. I got, like, pinched between that and the top part, and it didn't kill me, but I also couldn't jump or move or anything, and it was dramatic. There's a reason why I did that. Oh, no. And look, there's a janitor. I believe, if I remember right, his name is Harry. Harry. Let's Harry with us. Here. For anyone who watches these who may watch my ship graveyard simulator, ship graveyard simulator is on break. There's an update coming quickly-ish, I guess, according to their news page on Steam, that they're releasing an update that will allow them to, or that you will be allowed to see the demo percentage of the ship. And I would really like that update before I start the big ships. It is a question of, am I done with the ship? Not. And that percentage would also encourage me to finish it because, especially on those medium ships towards the last few that I've been playing, I've been just taking the gold material, so something to note. So we'll be back in it. I was doing Sherlock Holmes as well, chapter 1, but that game was ticking me off. Oh. Oh. Any gunshots in here? Or I leave. Don't remember the command. Bullet case. Who's doing the shooting if there's no bullet holes? Imagination, or did okay? Just bullet holes. Like something like where did all the bullet holes go? Another spoiler. I know the true exit is through here. There is this platform here. In fact, this is too wide to easily get the bucket through. I spilt it more times than I actually managed to bring it in. It's fine. Fine. Plus side, I am making really good time compared to my first playthrough. Come on. It's not you that I want to. of the doors right now are getting tiny. There's a game I played called Cloud that had almost, I'm pretty sure the identical sounds. Oh, doors opening. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. Everything is alright. Hate yourself, like you do something silly like forget to clean your mop head and there's nobody you can be mad at but yourself. There's a few map supply, 4 can't, I think, that are next on my list, by the way. There's a sewer one and I think one that I called the creepy map, and then I have a list of older maps that I will probably go through after that. There will be a bit of a stall in some Viscera. There may be a slowdown on videos because of all the new TV shows coming out. I will be focusing on other games that will allow me to watch the TV shows at the same time as I play. So just so you know, there may be a bit of a slowdown, but then I will be back. But I say that, and you know I may. I'm one of those binge watchers. I tend to like not go to sleep just to stay up and watch the entire season and then complain that I watched it all in days. I was playing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, and I love the Sherlock Holmes, and I love mystery games. For whatever reason, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 decided to introduce a combat system, which This is horrifyingly bad, guys. So there's a whole mechanic in it that you can't kill people. And you can, but it has an impact. So their answer to it is they still give you a gun, and you shoot the hats off people, or you shoot a thing that they, for some reason, decide they have a container of oil on their chest for decoration. I don't know, but you're supposed to shoot them. So keeping in mind, you shoot them in the chest or you shoot them in the head. And if you miss either one of those and not take them out, then you risk shooting them in the head or shooting them. Actually, back up. Toss this here. And if you shoot them, you know, of course, if you have, or if you shoot them and you miss the hat, then you shoot them in the face. If you miss the chest, then you shoot them in their, nope. And of course, you shoot them in the head and kill them with the headshot. So, I will show you a, like, right here, I'll show you what happens when you walk. Well, that's a bit of a problem. That was a false exit if there ever was one. Do that. Loud noise. That was weird, huh? Oh, and this is the perfect type of wall that... Oh, if I know of it. Don't be judging me. It was an accident, okay? Finish. If I remember. I'll leave that book there for now. When I come through. Guys, Was that my sneak peek to know that... I'm feeling judged, guys. Oh, I haven't made it down there yet. Okay. Ouch. I know exactly where that sends me. Have to hit every wall with your floppy hands. A janitor's actually really quite generous with the level percentages. They're usually quite outrageous numbers. I've always appreciated it. Sleepy for no reason. There's nothing to do with doing this map a few dozen times. Carry here. Some guy needs to work on his aim, man. stairs, man. Every time we're gonna have to go up them like 3 or 4 times. And every time, we're gonna trigger them going up and down. We have to stand here and wait. So close. Gosh, dang it. Forgot to melt Doom guy. Hit. Guy, you seriously have to hit every wall. Resting. I forgot to. one path I haven't forgotten yet, and I've actually forgotten how to get there. Under my eyes seeing that door close. Like something else. Okay. Fine. Dang, I have no idea where it is. No. There's a bullet hole right there, but apparently not. That is... bullet hole up there, but it's not. Oh my gosh. There's one doorway I haven't figured out how to get down yet. Ton in here. Oh! That was unfortunate. Did I have less time there because the other door is open? No. I did lose one of the guns. It's the light. Okay, so the main... Oh, wait. This was the door. No, thank you. Isn't that a ball that kills people? Or not? Oh. Why are you making freaky noises? Ball of void? Laser thingy because they're bullet holes. Do the jingle. Do the jingle. Oh, it's the redesigned, that relic that you find in unearthly excavations. I don't get that. Guess my best bet is to do this gate. There we go. Oops. Do not. But the board. Back into this. It's gonna suck. This is probably gonna pull me up. Pretty sure there is still blood around that corner. Fading. Do I care? I think I do. here. Bullet hole in the ceiling. Here. Can't crouch, so. There was one in this room against this wall, but maybe it was a reflection of one there. Did I make it through here? I think I did. Yeah. Nope. Hopefully I got that all. I think I have everything. I risk it, and I'm gonna try mop one section. Okay, there wasn't it. Good. I'm gonna say let's get out of here. Or I do something silly like trap myself. Something. Can't get out of. Hole. Gosh, take me bullet hole. All these stairs are set free. Okay. Okay. proud of my performance. Certain I will meet with approval. Let's get out of here. Alright, we got exceptional, which wasn't surprising, because a janitor is very kind with the percentages. 21,000.